Hello everybody, and welcome back to Seduce Me Part 3. So we met the boys, now we're digging right into the... Yeah, I was gonna record this earlier, but I kept getting interrupted, so just now nighttime is my best to record everything. So let's get right into without further ado, lovelies. I think I've bricked enough. It's time to get back to the main issue. So what exactly are all of you doing in my house?
Miss, please forgive us in our intrusion. We didn't know this abode belonged to anyone, nor did we have the time to take that into consideration.
They keep my name covered up. Yeah. Alright, so I can make sure my name was on the right side. What do you mean? You can't just barge into people's homes.
We wouldn't have had to if we weren't as wounded as we are currently. We just escaped from a deadly fight that could have ended our lives. Luckily for us, your home was near, the windows were unlocked, so we quickly came inside.
The last I remembered, there are laws preventing strangers from stepping on private property. Although considering the severity of their wounds, it had to be serious. I guess that explained the wounds, but not why he kissed me. He had absolutely no right to do that!
Well, lovely flustered lady. It's
Fuck
hard
off,
to
Eric.
explain, truly. We're not exactly normal.
Oh boy, my fucking reaction with Eric all the time. Not normal? What are you guys, demons or something? I was just poking, but the boys seem to take my question differently. Damien.
Well, yeah, actually, something like that.
That is interesting. Eh?
We're incubi, miss. Demons who consume and use sexual energy of humans to survive.
What is actually I think is really cool at the same time. Although I have these boys in my astral, and I kept that part because I know it's gonna become useful at the same time. Incubi, demons that haunt humans and make them sex-crazed monsters. The mythical beings that could look like anyone, how they get into your pants. Pants? The imaginary monsters you only saw in movies or on TV. Now the one thing is, I am an actual supernaturalist, so yes, I do witness a lot of these things. I witnessed the haunts with my mom. At least I don't think we witnessed them until I fucking did my astral. Thank you. Thank you, platforms and lovely things like that. So yay! But they never were a harm, at least, so they're pretty good and they're doing pretty well. That's all I'm gonna say from there because I'm not gonna get into much detail.
Hello? Did you hear him? We're telling the truth.
Do you think she's still processing it?
Yes, and she'll understand right about.
Right. That was funny while it lasted, but it's time to cut the joke story. Incubus don't exist. There was no way they actually exist. That would be practically impossible.
Ahem. Incubi is the correct plural form. And yes, we do exist.
Prove it. As soon as the words left my mouth, I instantly regret it. Yeah, no shit. Never do that. Never ever trigger a spirit like that, okay? Never. If you say prove it, they will prove it. And it's not a good thing at all.
Very well. Eric, go ahead.
No.
Very well.
Oh, I hate my life.
My sweet, you're so tempting such non-belief. Let me ease your mind with a tender kiss. I promise you'll enjoy every minute of it. And maybe you'll even want more.
No! What? Once again, I was lost in a pool of calm. Of serenity. Staring into her skies, I felt waves of heat pour through my chest onto my face, painting my cheeks red, and I'm trying not to blush. And wait. I couldn't help but nod and agree to his offer. Yeah, okay. With another kiss, my heart began to burn once again, and in my chest, and my mind was spinning and heated. There's not on my screen. Heated passion filled pleasure. Once more, I could feel my body drain of energy as he kissed me.
Alright, that's enough.
Thank you, James.
Aw, very well. I feel so much better.
Yeah, fuck you, Eric. But I'll still fuck you, James, because you just decided to. No. Okay, Eric, you're better at this. Why? And he pulled away. I was left in a mental pool. I felt weak in the knees, despite my demanding me to stand straight in front of the boys before me. The world around me began to spin as I tried to speak. I think I'm going to...
Where are our manners? I'm James, and these are my brothers. Sam, Eric, Matthew, and Damien.
Miss, are you okay?
Shit. She fainted.
I couldn't believe it. Incubi real? It all spun around in my head until I saw only black. Floating in darkness, my mind kept replaying the scene over and over again, reminding my body of touch of lips against mine. However, I began to feel smooth silk around me, and my eyelids unwillingly opened. Where? I woke up to find myself in an unfamiliar place where was Mom, Dad. I was pretty sure this wasn't my room. Oh wait, I lived at my grandfather's house now. Of course, it would be unfamiliar. I rubbed my eyes and surveyed my surroundings. I was still in the clothes that I arrived at the house in, but I was laying in a silk-covered bed. I remembered coming in afternoon, so how was it at night time already? Suppressing a yawn, I stretched my arms. Maybe I should order some food for delivery. I was about to sit up when suddenly I realized I wasn't alone.
You're awake.
How long has he been standing there? And who the heck was he? A guy in my bedroom? Did we? There's no way! Sorry, I think I was saying my thoughts out loud. Why was I apologizing to a stranger? Only only said 2 words since I woke up. Wait, he looked eerily familiar. Then it all came back to me. Incubus. He was an incubus. He and his brother came for refuge, and 2 of them kissed me. Then I fainted. And that was how things came to this. Oh! Maybe I am gonna get interrupted. He was leaning against the far wall looking at me. My heart began to race as I thought of the endless list of possibilities this situation brought me. I hated the thought of being under an incubus power, especially in my bedroom. Honestly, when anything that comes to spiritual things, good or bad spirits, you always should be calm. All the time, you should always stay as calm as you can. I took a deep breath. I was sure that if any of them wanted to take advantage of me, they would have already. Yeah, I'm awake now.
That's good.
I saw a small form of a smile on his face, which made me blush a bit. Why though? One thing still concerned me though.
I'm not going to use my powers on you.
Or not. Huh? How?
I can read minds. It's an ability I was born with. Each of us has a different ability, outside of our usual mind-altering powers.
Going back to my chair to make myself more comfortable. Great, even more surprised. My worry about the situation I was in grew. How long have I been asleep?
For a few hours. It's already gotten quite dark outside.
Well, where are the others?
My brothers are downstairs, cleaning up the blood from the lobby floor. And making you dinner as an apology.
Which is very sweet. Oh, okay, that's unexpectedly sweet.
Oh, it's the least we can do after invading your home, and 2 of us using our powers on you.
You got a point. Right, I had forgotten about that. It still reeked me that they had practically taken advantage of me at the point. Even if they were demons, it was pretty rude to demonstrate their power by kissing me. That was not some toy they could use. Boom. All this seemed unreal. It was something out of those romance novels Naomi read. I wish I could have just went back to sleep and forgotten all about this. Maybe I should have called the police on them. Then I never would have landed in the situation.
Do you feel well enough to get out of bed?
Yeah, I think the whoa!
Trust me, I won't let you go.
I'm not sure about this.
I promise.
Okay, I trust you. Oh my god. I can't help the blessingness I'm feeling.
Good.
I was speechless. He was hearing me as if I weighed nothing. He was so strong!
Thank you.
Fuck! Ah! Oh, I forgot!
It's alright. I'm used to it.
I decided to close my mouth for the time being. I didn't want to weird him out or make things more awkward than they already were. He didn't seem to mind carrying me or listening to me talk, so at least things weren't too strange. Damien, mind reading this creeps you out, and there's like no point you can just lie to Damien, because I mean he is already gonna figure out you're fucking lying because he reads minds. Damien seemed very quiet and calm about everything, especially with the situation we were in. However, there was sort of longing in his eyes when he looked at me. That wasn't lustful. It was more in admiration. Oh god, can there be like a freaking narrator so we don't have to read everything? Okay, but anyway. Once we reached the lobby, I decided that I felt well enough to walk on my own, as strong as he was. It was like he was carrying nothing. I didn't want to make him carry me everywhere. Yeah, that would be mortifying. Thanks for carrying me, but I think I can walk by myself now. Nothing saying that I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it. Not in a weird way, of course. It's not like I get carried around all the time. What I'm trying to say is, it was really nice of you to do that. I started to fumble over my words again, real smooth. Yes, that would be me.
It's no problem. I'll be heading to the dining room then.
Alright, see you. He gently lowered me to the ground before he walked off, quietly disappearing into the shadows of the dark lobby. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Matthew. Suddenly, a boy who looked around my age, or possibly younger, bounced over to me. He looked vaguely similar, oh, wait. Ah, you're Matthew, right?
Mm-hmm, that's me. Are you feeling any better now? We were all worried when you suddenly passed out.
Thank you, Matthew. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
Really?
okay.
Your face is kind of red. Do you feel sick?
No. No, I'm fine. I'm sure of it. I must have been blushing when Damien was carrying me down the stairs. Oh, embarrassing! Of course. They don't even know. Oh, I'm actually turning around in the camera too. That's a tomato freaking face straight. Woo! Alright, then. If I can, oh jeez, my skin's starting to hurt. Alright, I'm not worried it's games right now.
Well, if you say so. I hope Sam and Eric didn't make you upset.
Ooh, that actually hits the spot water. It's okay. After all, it hit Sam after what he did. As for Rick, I just wanted you guys to prove it to me what you were saying. I suppose you guys are real then. No fucking shit! Sorry, this gets way better too. And I got way more things to say. So, stay tuned. I wondered how exactly I got myself into this mess. First, my grandfather, then a fight with my father blowing up at Lisette, which I don't fucking give a shit about. I'm okay to blow up at her. And now this, I certainly had a knack for getting myself into a sticky situations. Fucking course.
Oh, I have an idea.
Ooh. He shoved his hands into his pocket with a cheery grin on his face.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Is he trying to do a magic trick?
Ta-da!
What is that exactly? He smiled as if to wave it off, but when he opened his eyes and saw what he was holding, his face froze in shock.
Wait a second. What did I just make? This is...
It's the squirrel with the knife. I still think the squirrel's really cute at the same time. Wait. Produced from his pocket was like a creepy looking doll. Not really, it looks like a freaking squirrel.
Ah, what is that?
I'm not sure. Bro, it looks like a squirrel with a knife. Hold on. It looks like a squirrel with a knife. Hold on, let's see if I can do it with one hand. Yep, almost. That's what it looks like. And yes, this is a cosplay upgrade. And yes, it's totally real, so I would have to make a replica of it if I want to take something like this to cons. I'm not gonna put that back with one hand. I know, knowing me, I'll slice my hand off. His face played and considerably, and he dropped it onto the floor, or scooting away and practically.
Get it away from me! It might be possessed by a demon or something!
But isn't he a demon?
That's not what I wanted to make! I just wanted to surprise you with a stuffed animal or just something to cheer you up. That looks like it came straight out of a horror movie.
A horror movie. He thumbed his shoulders and looked down at his feet. Oh, it's okay. You don't have to look so dejected. I mean, it's certainly unique. I think I'll keep it because I like to be respectful.
But it looks so creepy.
It's the thought that counts, right? You wanted to cheer me up after all. I picked up the doll. Can I just say squirrel? Because it is a squirrel. It's not really a doll. It's a squirrel. And took a closer look. Sure, it seemed pretty weird at first, but it could be cuter from a certain angle. I gave him a small smile. Thanks.
You're welcome. It's good to see you smiling, even though the thing I made still kind of creeps me out.
I'll hide it from you, Matthew. Don't worry.
Anyway, you should come with me to the dining room. We're almost finished with the food, and, well, I don't mean to brag, but we're pretty decent chefs.
Sounds great. Lead the way. You know, this would be good, like, with, there was, like, some Arcana music. That would be really good. But at the same time, you know, not either, like, always constant sound. If you know what I mean. If you're, like, playing this alone, you're not really recording a video. Something like that. Something smells good. My stomach grumbled and agreed. Amen. I was starving.
Oh, the girl's awake.
Got a problem with that, buddy? Excuse you. I have a name, you know.
Should we really care?
Excuse you, too.
Sam, I will roast that tongue for dinner if it doesn't stop flapping in that idiotic mouth of yours.
That's why I love James. It doesn't mean, like, anybody who comes at me like that. My nose has been itching. Anybody who comes up to me like that, I'd be like, well, excuse you. I'd just be a bitch back. Like, I'm not afraid. Come on.
Whatever. I apologize for his attitude.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Good. I hope you'll enjoy the meal we prepared for you.
Meal? For a second, my mind didn't understand what James meant. Maybe it was the shock from the doll all getting into my head. From the squirrel getting into my head and distracting me. Right. Damien and Matthew mentioned that they were making dinner as an apology. Oh, wait. You didn't have to!
We insist. Besides, it's quite impossible to undo our cooking, even if you command us to.
Right, well, thank you. I can't! And calm the down, I'm just like, fuck me! Fuck. Alright. Matthew put down the last of the plates on the table and bowed a bit exaggerated to me, gesturing to the table with a sweeping motion.
Ah, there we go. Dinner's all served.
At this point, really sound good. I'm like really starting to crave for some like ramen noodle soup, like no matter what. The table was filled with food from an electric selection of cuisines, right? Am I right? I hope. One portion of the table was filled with elegantly a plated Asian food. I hate Asian food. Sorry. And another portion, some yummy dessert. Look at it. Oh, God. I have cake. I have like cake with me, but like, I'm trying to like not eat it because I wasn't feeling good this earlier. And there were yet more and more plates than I could have possibly imagined. Whoa, that's a lot of food. It looks amazing.
We hope you enjoy it, my sweet.
Eric, leave. What, sweet? Me?
That's enough, Eric. You're no fun, James. I don't need to be fun, Eric. Miss, please follow me.
I didn't know what to come over me. Whether it was his manners or his powers, but I couldn't help but take his offered arm. Mostly manners was on my end. James Gear seemed very kind and intelligent. Aside from that, there was something that set him apart from his brothers. Not to mention, he didn't really seem to hold much appreciation for them.
Miss, I have to ask, why do you live alone?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
I'm all ears if you wish to tell.
I can't. Anything that comes, I can't. I have to. To put it briefly, I just moved in today.
That explains the luggage you brought in when you came through the front doors. By the way, we put your belongings in the room you were sleeping in. That seems to be the master bedroom, I believe.
Thanks. This house is really big. I don't think even explore the entirety of the estate when I was a child.
You lived here before?
No. Truth be told, was my grandfather's house. I used to visit him all the time when I was younger.
May I ask why you now live in your grandfather's house?
Sure. He actually passed away yesterday. It was bequeathed to me in his will, and I was sent to live here, whether I liked it or not.
My condolences. It seems like you don't like the idea of living here.
It's not that I don't like this house or don't have fond memories of being here. It's just the implications that come with staying at this estate. It's sort of complicated to explain.
How do you feel about it?
I certainly wasn't expecting that question, but it was nice surprise. It was different from what I had heard or the entire day at school, I appreciated the fact that he was willing to listen. That's the guy you should all have. And especially with spirit, if they're willing to listen, you keep them. And along with friends, you keep them. Because that's how it goes. I feel angry, sad, scared, and confused. It's hard picking out the different emotions that I'm feeling right now. I wish I was stronger.
You don't have to be strong.
What do you mean?
I understand that you're going through a difficult time, so it's okay to feel those emotions. You don't have to be strong at all.
Thank you. Ah! I can't!
Are you alright? There seems to be a small bruise on your cheek.
Damn it! I think that's all the one, because I feel like he can also tell, even though he doesn't have the ability of mind reading, I feel like he would be able to tell if you're lying or not. So, it's kind of how the thingy goes. So, I think that's also why I feel like, no, he's a professional type human being. I can't lie to a professional human being. And that's always how it's like, and kind of also in that professional, well, leading more into that professional world too, and yeah, blah, 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 and all that. I had completely forgotten about my cheek, but even if I remembered, I thought no one would have noticed. Something as small as that. Well, James freaking does! I feel like any wound I can show him and he just noticed it, but even if I try to hide anything. Oh, I'm fine. He stopped and leaning closer. Close. A bit too close for my comfort, inspecting my face. He was really quite tall, having to bend over quite a bit just to look at my face. It was hard to look at him especially when he was so close. After a few seconds, he straightened up and began to walking again.
Well, if you're having any problems, I'm always here to listen.
What is a good person or spirit to have? That's a really kind offer. What the fuck? That's really kind of you to offer.
My pleasure. Here's your seat.
Let me get your chair for you, lovely lady.
Fuck off, Eric! Eric was very charming and his smile pulled at my heart. Wow, pulled at my heart. The way he kept flirting with me definitely decided him as the playboy of the brothers. No shit. Yet I noticed that there was a little distance in his eyes, which, thank fucking God.
By the way, I apologize for my behavior earlier. Stealing your second kiss like that.
Eh? Oh yeah, when I didn't believe they were incubi. It's fine, I guess. I mean, I didn't just get up and grab a kiss for no reason.
I'm not as forward, unlike Sam.
Well, at least. Suddenly, oh shit! Suddenly, this is how you're gonna see my personality come in. I mean, you already saw with Sam, now you're gonna see with Eric. Suddenly, Eric leaned in and whispered in my ear.
I won't lie, though. I enjoyed kissing you and feeling you melt in my arms.
I was torn between smacking him and trying to play cool. I'm sorry, but if you're getting like that,
That's going to sting.
don't fuck with Gatekeeper. That's the line I say to everybody. And now everyone can say, don't fuck with Gate. Because if you do, that's why. Sorry, I panicked.
No, I was expecting that.
Then don't do it! I drew my attention back back to the dishes. I was both intrigued and slightly scared of the amount of food they made. Seeing that my expression, Eric leaned forward and proudly smiled, gesturing to all of the dishes with a dramatic sweep of his arm.
I made almost all of the dishes myself.
Curiously enough, Matthew looked up at him with a shocked expression, as if he was betrayed. His face changed instantly of a frown.
And I'm the Queen of the Nile.
What's that supposed to mean?
I love it when brother is fine, I'm sorry.
Me, you, and James did the work together, dummy.
It's you, James, and I, Matthew.
Little boys will always make mistakes.
Matthew looked at James in disbelief, probably siding with Eric, and annoyingly he swiveled back towards Eric.
I'm not a little boy. I'm barely a year younger than you.
Well, you certainly don't act like it.
I would be the one, like, if that happened real life, I'd just be like, alright, I'm just recording this. I'm sorry, James, but I like it when siblings fight like this. And yeah, I have to put up with that on my astral, so no questions. I really couldn't help but laugh. Matthew seemed very much like a kid. He was adorable, however. Or I couldn't help but feel like, in a way, he was much more mature than the others, especially Eric. But I honestly, James is a lot more mature than Eric. Sorry.
Huh?
That's right.
Is something funny?
You both fighting, and it's hilarious. No, it's nothing at all. Thank you for the meal, all of you.
Oh. You're welcome, miss.
Such a well-mannered young lady. Beautiful inside and...
Shut up!
Eric, knock it off.
Can I give him a hit again? I would gladly appreciate that. In argument with Matthew, Sam cocked his head and glared at Eric.
Seriously, you're getting really annoying with that suck-up act.
Thank you! It was obvious that Sam was the bad boy of the group. Which is fine, because guess who's kind of the bad girl at the same time? I mean, comparing did enjoy that. Hey, smack. He had this big tongue guy, and it's physically, he was the strongest of the five, but was there more parts to him than that?
I'm just trying to be a gentleman. The young girl has already gone through so much. She deserves a good treatment.
There's a difference between being a gentleman and being an obnoxious flirt.
Thank you, James.
Schooled even by James. You're gonna need some cold water for that burn.
By the way, I don't believe we caught your name even though you know each of us.
I am gatekeeper.
It's a pleasure to finally know your name.
Yeah, that's a nice name.
They were so comfortable around me, despite the awkward situation we landed in. It was as if it was totally natural for them to be around humans. I guess that was how incubi were. But I was still curious about one thing. Excuse me. All at once, they turned to me. Didn't know why, but having all of them look at me made me feel kind of important, like a queen or something.
What is it, miss?
I mean, thank you for the food, but I still need to know why you all came here. I feel like I don't quite understand. Understand? Yeah, like, being told that a bunch of Incubi randomly appearing in your house was perfectly understandable.
Oh, how do we explain?
We were attacked. We came here to heal. What's so difficult to understand?
Now you're just being rude, Sam.
I'm just saying, how is that difficult to understand?
Okay, chill out, Sam. No, I mean, what specifically happened?
Well, you see, we've been traveling around for quite some time now. Just recently we came into town, but we were jumped by this band of misfits. So, in order to escape and heal, we came here for shelter. Again, we apologize for the mess we made.
That's alright, James. It's fine, I guess. So you're all better now, right?
Yup, all thanks to you.
Huh? Me?
You see, beautiful, we feed on sexual energy. But we don't just get it from kissing lovely ladies such as yourself. We can simply touch someone's hand to obtain sexual energy. Everyone carries sexual energy, you know.
I was shocked. It wasn't just kissing that gave them power. It was anything physical. No wonder I was out for a while. They didn't get by and triggered me, but I could almost hear a warning siren going off in my head.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Well, what do y'all plan to do now?
Yeah, what are we gonna do now, James?
That is a very good question. We just got here and surely we'll be hunted again if we leave.
We can take them easily.
Not without more training, Sam. The result of that was clearly evident in our last encounter with them.
Figured. At that moment, I didn't know what came over me, but I felt sorry for them both. For them. They couldn't survive out there if they didn't know. Well, breaking and entering was against the law. They probably didn't know what else was illegal. They would cause chaos all over town. On the flip side, they could be taken in for questioning and being poked. Oh no. And prodded like frogs or lab research. That was even worse. Like, this is always that fear of even being a supernaturalist, too. But most of all, they reminded me of back then. I was standing alone. The entire classroom was filled with laughter and chatter, but I stood in the midst of it, quiet and alone. It was strange seeing the whole world pass in front of me with such vibrancy, all fuck. There we go. All while I stood there. On the plus side, I wasn't engaged in any drama that might have aged in, like, scribbling on someone's paper for revenge or kicking someone too hard. It was kind of nice standing back and watching things pass and life going on. I had long convinced myself that I preferred being alone. I often encouraged myself, saying, "Yeah, I want to be alone. There's no one I like better than me." So I out to spend more or time with myself. But there was certain bitterness that made me feel sad. There was a difference between being alone and feeling lonely. I just didn't realize that moment. And even that moment, my father, my mother, there was no one to turn to. I was lonely. So lonely. That's when I decided on it right then. I was going to see my grandfather. I didn't care if my father wouldn't take me. I was going to walk my way over there and see. He had to say about it. I had never met and seen him before that. What better time would to see him then? If no one else was going to help me with what I was feeling, I might as well have turned to him. So after school, I decided to walk there. I had no idea how to get there, and I was armed with only a scrap of paper with the address scribbled on it. As a 7-year-old, I obviously had great ideas. Soon I was lost. I just stood there on the sidewalk and walked back, pressed up against the wall, and my eyes watching strangers passing by. And like always, I continued to pass by and life continued to go on. I was more depressed than ever. I had ended up in the situation I was originally in. Nothing had changed. I thought that I was silly, even thinking that I could change things with my own hands. That was until a voice brought me back to reality.
Hon, is that you?
I looked up and saw an unfamiliar face. But it was obviously that only whoever was talking to me knew who I was. And from that moment, things began to change. Life began moving. Rusty joints and I realized that things were moving along. Suddenly I became part of a crowd that moved like a blur past me. I was no longer someone who stood and still watched life pass by. Life had changed. I had changed. Because the person who found me that day was my grandfather. I had the opportunity to help them. The question was, would I? I wanted to, but I wasn't sure if the idea. After all, 5 demons in my house wasn't exactly the living arrangement that I had imagined moving into. There was a matter of making sure no one found out about their powers. Thinking about them as the lab rats made my stomach queasy. And even if they passed for humans, and how would I explain having guys living in my house? Imagine if my friends came over. They would practically think I was part of a harem or something. Oh God, imagine if my parents came over. I think my mom would faint. Who knows what my dad would do. I think he would have them arrested on the spot. I was hard. This was hard. Maybe I should have written out a pros and cons list before actually having to make a decision.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
True. It was strange, but strange that happened. I remember what my grandfather said to me when I was little. But it did kind of make sense. They weren't in the same exact situation, but I was in before. But I did want to help them out. I think it would ease my coincidence and also make me a bit happy to give them help, as weird as it sounded. Plunging my hands into a strain and into fists, I strained and resolved to speak up. Well, you could.
What was that, lovely lady?
Shut up, Eric. That is,
Spit it out already.
you can stay here with me if you'd like. As soon as I finished, and the room became still. I'm not sure what ran through their heads. The silence in their air cut like a knife until I spoke up once more. Looks like y'all need a place to stay. And well, I just moved in this giant house, so it makes sense to ask. It was still quiet in the room. I just had to keep talking. If you would like to stay here, there are two things that I need I need all of you to follow.
Yes?
First of all, you can't use powers or deliberately. Do something that might harm me or any guests that come over. So Damien, also don't creep them out with your mind reading. Okay, don't say a word about that. Alright? Try and keep your mouth shut, because that would definitely scare the living bejesus out of them. Well, save for enemies, but you get the jet of it.
That sounds reasonable.
Second, you have to help me with any errand around the house. This place is kind of big, so yeah.
That is a generous offer, miss. Are you sure that would be okay? We don't wish to burden you any more than we already have.
It's alright, really. I mean, I just started living here myself, so I would appreciate some help around the house.
A wonderful idea. We'll live here and train while helping you with the house. Servants for the lovely princess.
No!
What? Are you serious?
Sam, calm the fuck down.
Shh, be quiet, Sam. I haven't slept in a bed for days.
They all seem to like the idea. God, can I just get a moment of break? I did, except for Sam. And hey, I didn't really hate the idea either, even if they were incubi. It would be interesting to having 5 guys helping me to take care of the house, given they would follow the rules that I had laid down.
Grr, fine! But we're not staying here forever. Only until we can beat up that group of punks.
I think that is a reasonable time limit for our stay.
Yes, this is awesome.
Also beautiful. If you need a bedfellow.
Eric, knock it off.
I was happy that they agreed. Maybe it was because I wasn't going to be lonely for a while. or because they all needed help. I would never be sure. It's both.
So what are we waiting for? Let's celebrate and dig in!
Finally, I'm starving.
And only Matthew and Sam began to stuff themselves with the food on the table. I noticed James, his eyes twitched in irritation, so I stifled my incoming laugh.
Really, you two? You're both acting like pigs. Oh, let them have a little freedom, James. It's not like we've eaten recently either. I'm sure they've been starving.
Still, that's no excuse for stuffing their faces like backyard swine.
I almost couldn't hold it in. But I did. Oh shit, hi James, heart. I merely smiled before I took some food for myself. There was one piece of food that intrigued me and was barely touched by the boys. It looked like green pasta with shrimp over it. Okay. What's this?
That, miss, is a shrimp pesto dish.
That kind of sounds
Pastas
good.
are my specialty, so I'm positive you'll enjoy it.
Oh, that actually does sound really good. Damn. I twirled some around my fork. And, oh, for God's sake. I twirled some around my fork and tried it. I could feel my sense open as my taste bud practically melted in the light of that at the taste. It was creamy and that savory, almost impossible to describe. This is amazing.
I'm glad you like it. At least someone here in the room has taste.
Matthew and Sam glared at James before they continued to me. I couldn't help but smile at the brotherly quail before eating the rest. I can't even stop laughing. Jesus. Rest of the pause. On my plate. James seemed to really hold high standards for his brothers, though it wasn't my place to question why. Eventually, we all ate dinner together. It was strange eating with just guys, but they were enjoyable to be around. They made me feel like a part of their family as we ate together. However, our piece is soon distributed. Oh, for God's sake, that's just me. Hello?
Hey, honey, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't get to see you off.
Hi, Mom, everything's fine. I'm actually eating dinner right now.
Oh, good. So there was food there. Well, your father wanted me to call and talk to you about having a house party tomorrow night to celebrate the new house and all.
A house party? Tomorrow night? So soon?
Your father insists. You know how he is with events.
I knew exactly what she meant. He didn't like a long, relaxing period between important events. It was slightly messed up. I was expected to act on the drop of a dime from moving immediately the day after a funeral to my grandfather's house, now organizing a party. I know, well, since I don't exactly have you two here to help me arrange it, I'm going to need some time to prepare things.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, Suzu and Naomi can help. I have work, and you know how your father is.
I spelled Naomi wrong too in my command. We're not gonna think about that now. I know. I have to do it myself. He won't help.
I'm sure it'll be amazing, honey. I have faith in you.
Thank you, Mom. Thanks, Mom.
All right, I gotta go. I love you, sweetie.
I love you too, Mom. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and leave this off here, because my video, oh my god, this video has been like a fucking hour long. So, I will see you in the next video. Stay tuned. Go ahead and save that. Yes.